How do you like the footage? Coming next, I'm gonna teach you how to duplicate such amazing result with your GO2, and I'm gonna teach you some very simple and yet super effective technique to help you master your GO2 to the next level. Now let's get started. Okay, now let's talk about my basic setup and some of the key ideas behind this video clip. I mean, to duplicate Insta360's marketing clips and also my video clips, there are two things you should bear in mind. The number one is how to mount your camera, and next one is how to realize the movement of the camera. Go back and forth, a very long range, at the same time, fit in a very tight space. The first thing first, how to mount your Insta360 GO. Let's make an analysis of the design for this camera. Let's take a closer look at the backbone design of the Insta360 GO2. In the middle, right beneath the Insta360 GO2, there is a magnet clip right under the plastic case. You can mount on the back of the camera. And the key part, the key ideas behind that super tiny rail clip is you're gonna have to place your camera like this, just like this. Everything is hitting right on the back of the camera. Normally speaking, on top of the normal selfie stick, there is a coating thread. But we should know that even if the screw is made of steel, you just cannot put it on the back of GO2 because it's just too small. What we're gonna need is a screw nut. It is a 1/4 inch thread. It is a 1/4 inch screw nut. You can place on top of selfie stick, and now you can place your camera on the back. But here is a bonus tip for you. You should watch carefully about the top design of your selfie stick. Sometimes the screw is a little bit higher, a little bit taller than this screw nut. This is what you're gonna need a rubber in between the nut and your selfie stick. And you can fully attach on the back of your GO2 so that you can make it very reliable when go back and forth. There another bonus tip for you is when you are holding the camera, going back and forth, remember to place the lens. You know the lens is on the other side of the camera body. You can place it on the bottom. So every time when you go to take the shot, you're gonna have a much better angle of view because the lens is just so close to the surface that will give you a much better micro shot. It is even better. It's much better shot that came with the camera on the top. So for the mounting options, here are 3 tips and tricks. Number one is to make the fully advantage of the magnet clip in the middle of the backbone. Number 2 is use a 1/4 inch screw nut to place a rubber in between the nut and the selfie stick to make it fully reliable when attached with this camera. And also remember to place the lens on the bottom of the camera. So when you go back and forth, this is going to be super exciting. How we can realize the movement of the, just like a railway. For a selfie stick, we can see we can extend the selfie stick much longer. We can place the selfie stick on top of the rail car. The selfie stick was designed to be a round shape. It doesn't have any thread. This is where you need this one, this guy. Let's take a closer look at that. Sometimes with some other selfie stick, they will come with a converter to convert to place a phone clamp on the bottom of the selfie stick, such as the Candle, Kucam AK invisible selfie stick. They have included this converter to convert this selfie stick on the side. Now you have one more corner thread, so that you can mount horizontally. But this was designed to mount a phone clamp. But here we can make some clever use of this converter. And here on this Yelangu L4X, this is a camera auto dolly you use as a real option to go back and forth. And on the top there is coating thread as well as a 3/8 thread. But we will take the full advantage of this one. Mount on the top of the auto dolly here. And also it comes with a remote controller. Here you can see when you turn on the auto dolly, you can place it back and forth. Did you see that? So now it's going back and forth in a straight line. Next one, we should place our selfie stick on the top of the auto dolly, and boom, right? This is going to be really interesting. And we can extend the selfie stick to the longest length. At the same time, use some counterweight on the back to balance the weight. So that next one, we can do this, go back and forth, and duplicate the similar result which Insta360 has achieved just a few months ago. Okay, now it's go back and forth, slower speed. Do you see that? Yeah. And go back and forth. And that's it. Okay, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to thumb up, subscribe, and hit notification bell.